Morning. I am teacher Cress, and most of my students in my academy actually call me Cress because it's just easy to remember, and for me also to tell them that Cress is just only a short name of mine. But by the way, my full name is Crescencio Ayaw. So to make it short, of course, I want my student to call me Cress. Today, let's study grammar. And the grammar that we're going to talk about or study today is present continuous. Or we have another word for continuous, which is progressive. Sometimes in other grammar book, we can see present progressive. In other grammar book also, we say present continuous. Okay. This time, let's talk about when do we use present continuous. Okay. The question is, can we use present continuous all the time? Actually not. We cannot use present continuous at all times. We have to remember that we use only present continuous in this following. First, when we want to say what we do at the time of speaking, okay? The time of speaking or at the moment or now. We also use present continuous for a short time action. Or action there is an expected finish time, okay? So to make present continuous or present progressive, we have to follow the pattern. Okay, look at here. For the pattern of the present continuous, we follow subject plus be verb. Of course, these be verbs are is, am, are. Only one subject, and if your subject is singular, of course, you need to choose between is or am. Okay? If your subject is plural, so you need to use are. Plus verb ing. What is this verb ing? Okay, this verb ing is what we call present participle verb. Okay, after that is an object. Sometimes in a sentence, there is no object. Sometimes it also needs an object. But the most important thing is subject and the verb. Okay, so let's have an example sentence having this pattern. Okay, so let's take a look in this example here. The pattern is subject plus be verb plus verb ing plus object. Okay, so in this given example here, we have I as our subject, am as our be verb. Okay, by the way, I is a subject pronoun that is special. In all the be verbs that we have here, I only use am. I does not use am, is, or are. Okay? So, in this case, in this sentence, I serve as singular. Understand? Because am is a singular be verb. Okay, so we have here the subject, the be verb am, and we have here another verb, which is the verb ing or present participle verb. Or we call it PP or present participle. And then we have our object. Okay? We have our object. So this is an example of subject plus be verb plus ing. Let's have another example for plural using is and are, singular for is and plural for are. So let's have here okay, let's have here Julie is cooking food. So we have here the subject, Julie, which is a noun, and we have a be verb, is, because Julie is only singular, so we have is, we use is, followed by an ing verb, present participle form, here, PP, and we have be verb. And then we have our object here, which is food. Okay? Another example, let's use the be verb are. Okay, in this sentence here, the subject is, of course, they. Okay, it's followed by the be verb, which is are. And making, which is the present participle. And we have here their project as the object of, this is the object of the sentence. So here we go. We have here an example of using am in a sentence, using is in a sentence, and using are in a sentence in present continuous or present progressive. This time, let's study how to make question using present continuous, because this is what we call statement. Okay? Okay, so in question, we have two types of question. We have yes, no question, okay, so we have yes, no question here, an information question. So an example of yes, no question using be verbs, okay, in present continuous, we have here okay. In this case here, we have yes or no question. Okay, this is what we call yes or no question, because this question can only be answered with yes or no and short. Okay, so are you studying English? So this can be answered by okay. This can be answered by yes, I am, a positive way, answer, and no, I'm not, the negative one. Okay. In short answer, you should have to write everything. Don't contract because that is wrong. But however, in negative answer, you can contract your answer. Okay, in a shortened way. So yeah, I am not. Let's move on now to the make of information question. In information question, of course, it started with who, what, when, why, how, where, and so on. So, of course, you can see here that this is who. In this sentence, who here is the subject. Is the be verb. And then PP. And then your object. Okay? So we have here, in making question, you should have to follow the pattern. Okay, this is the pattern in making question. Okay. In question pattern, be verb plus subject plus verb ing plus object. So we have here be verb, subject, verb ing, and object. And then in information question, in case of who is a special. It can be a pronoun. So this can be a subject in this sentence. So who is studying English? Okay. Do you have any question? I hope you understood my discussion today. Have a good day. Thank you.